Okay, this is Mike Soares of Soares'y Guitars. This is one of our archtop tenor guitars. We're building 5 right now. This is one of the 5. This is the first one of the 5 for this year. And this is based on a Gibson 140, ES 140, 3/4 size guitar, 13-inch lower bout, 3-inch body, deep, and about a little over 36 inches long. This is fully bound inside with the old school kerfling around the edge here. This is a mahogany back, bolt-on neck, mahogany sides, and this is your binding around the back, which is a white black tortoise. This is your old school tortoise on here. Here and on the back the same thing here. Okay, and this is, you have your tortoise escutcheon plate here for your jack. This here is there's a 3/4 inch hole under here, so if you need to service your jack, you just take these 2 screws out and this will come right off. This has a thinner celluloid than the binding, but the binding is your old school, really nice, thick, a little over 16 inch thick cellulose binding on this here. And so all you have to do is take this out, service your jack any way you need to, replace it, re-solder it, and screws back on. Same thing here on your control plate. We added about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, we started using these control plates. The hardest thing to do on an archtop guitar is when you got to work with your volume and tone, fish it in and out of your F-holes. It takes you 1.5 hours, 2 hours, get them back in, and then you hope that you didn't hit a wire and that they work fine. Again, 2 screws. This whole thing lifts out. You can service your tone and your volume knob. We custom make our knobs here. This is a 1930s radio knob that we cast in a silicone, and we do them in an acrylic, which is an amber to a brown to go with the vintage sunburst look and the tortoise shell. We weren't able to find these for a long time. I think it was because of the shutdown of a lot of factories. These are made in China, but we couldn't find the short Gibson tails coming out of China or anywhere else, but we were able to pick some up. We've been looking and looking and looking. We were finally able to pick some up. On this here, we use a larger strap holder on this guitar, so your strap don't fall off. We notice a lot of guitars are getting smaller and smaller, but this is your what we do is we take a 6-string bar, and we left sometimes we use a Les Paul bar. We cut them down. On this here, because this had the diamond on it, we left the strict 6-string bar, and we just modified it to look a little better as a 4-string. Okay, but this is your shorter Casino, which we haven't been able to buy. They're 4 inches long altogether until this year. They used to make a 4, a 6, and an 8, I believe. And 4s and 6s have been hard to find. They do make a shorter base one, but we were able to find a handful of these this year. Again, on your bridge, this is a tom bridge, Tune-o-matic. This is a 6-string bridge that we convert into a 4, and this is made for an archtop as a 6, fully adjustable. All your saddles are adjustable. Your bridge is adjustable up and down, and this is a floater, so this is available, so this will slide up and down on here, so you can get your intonation right on the money. Your F-holes are fully bound, again with the cellulose. You got black, white, and cellulose, a nice thick cellulose tortoise shell. We make our own pickup escutcheons, and this is a custom pickup that we have made for us. It has a little more bottom end. It's a nice vintage wound humbucker. And we make our own pick guards, again all in the tortoise, with your pick guard hanger, and your neck is fully bound in the tortoise. Again, a black white tortoise on your neck, and we have your almond or off-white markers, your proper 10th fret marker on this here, on the neck. And again, this is, I don't know if I've mentioned it, bolt-on neck. This is a V-back neck on here. Nice deep V back without being extra wide. This is your volute neck. Your extra little bump on the back here makes it stronger at your nut. And again, fully bound head. We do our heads in an almond, and we make our own decals. We blur our decals a little bit, give you more like a vintage old-timey look on here. These are Wilkinson Gibson style tuners. They're not the cheapy ones, they're not the high-end ones, but they're nice quality. Wilkinson makes a nice quality tuner, like a middle grade. And that's what we use on here. It has that old vintage look to it. And we didn't put a strap holder up here. Some people like to put it right on the body. Some people like to put it behind the neck. Some people like to put it right on the neck stump. Other people don't use them at all. They just put the strap around the top of the nut onto their strap. But again, maple neck, mahogany back and sides, and a plywood. Solid spruce top on this that has a lining. Okay, the lining is to prevent cracking of the spruce. And again, it's a full solid body, a full hollow body. There's no bass bar, there's no tone bar in this, there's no bridge block, there's no sound post. On here you have two old school braces that run up each side of the bridge here, up around over the pickup. Okay, so you have a nice freewheeling full acoustic, not a semi-acoustic. Now as an electric, we have this hooked up to a 10 watt SX amp that we've had on the bench here now for a good 20-25 years. It's seen better days. It has a little 60 cycle hum. We're in a little shack on the side of the garage, and not particularly grounded well, but just to give you an idea, as soon as we plug it in, no noise. Nice and quiet at your knobs. And then with your bass, nice bottom end, nice ringing, nice sustain down on the neck, and again, nice and, like I say, nice and quiet. And our guitars do come with a hard case. And that's about it. Again, this is one of 5 that we will be building, depending upon how the winter is. We're in New York. If the winter's too cold, we might stop building for a while, because no heat in the shed here. But so we'll have to overlap it to next year. But we'll try to get out as many as we can. Again, very limited. We're a little tiny shop. We build our guitars one at a time. We're not a mass production making 50 guitars from China. Nice American built guitar for a lot less than what they charge for the guitars from China. Again, this is Mike Soares, Soares'y Guitars. Thank you.